EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A quick throw caught by Rice. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
Everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers, but you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces, so that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it, so that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Third down and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Another carry now for Madison. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 10. Now Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Minshew. Open man is the first-round pick, Brock Bowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This goes out wide from Madison. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And now an audible here into something else. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. That is caught by Davis. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Out to his left. And it's complete to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now, because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Open man is Tucker, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, and that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they let the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll take this down to the 33. The Raiders Raiders at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now back to throw. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll go Madison up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Going to run with Madison again. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. That is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, that's a nice throw right there. They brought pressure on third down, but he was able to escape that first wave, roll out, and find his target just as the defenders were closing in.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in the end zone and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd down and 6 now.
Again, it's Pacheco. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It's complete. Abdullah. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of the best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Raiders 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
It'll be Minshew again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Hardman on the return. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas.
After this. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The man in motion is Brown. They go play fake. Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. That free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out front.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Escaping the pressure right.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
And he's into the clear.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Brown the motion man right.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Going for the deep ball.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like
this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. And that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's got some room to operate. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He hits Adams complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun is Minshew.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the 4th. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
Well, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points. That doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Here's Minshew. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Minshew. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Looking to throw it, Minshew.
That's caught by Tucker.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw.
This goes out wide from Madison.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. It'll be Minshew again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Off play action, it's Minshew. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And Minshew will throw for it.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll get this complete to Worthy.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 4. Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here's 3rd and 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man is Tucker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll go play action here with Minshew, escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Second and 6 coming up.
A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Minshew.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Minshew.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Carlson able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Mahomes will throw. Finding Hardman. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. That's to the former Cardinal and Raven. It's Hollywood Brown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on second down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Mahomes to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now. To throw is Mahomes. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down.
Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
53 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
They run it with P. Ryan on first down.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defense get to the quarterback that quickly. A lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Mahomes to throw once more.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside